is Uve and I work for Kyan Group, and today we have Miss
Aurora.
So can you introduce yourself, please?
I am currently a student, and I have been working for a few years, and I was hoping to give you some advice and everyone else on how to do that.
Okay, so today I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions about the educational system. So can you answer them for me? Okay, so the first question is, what do you think about the educational system?
Well, first thought is that it's flawed. It has so many flaws, and so many students struggle to maintain their creativity and maintain their skills within the educational system. The main issue is standardized testing, because every student has their own skill, every student has their own talent and creativity, and each person has a different outlook on life. When they go to an American school or a British, or however they choose, they are forced into one specific system and a certain type of education that can somehow affect the way they choose later on in their lives, especially jobs and future colleges.
Okay, that's a pretty good answer. And I'm going to ask you another question, which is the last one. What is missing from the school system that could provide better tools for the future job opportunities?
That's a very good question. What is missing is an opportunity for students to explore their own creativity, an opportunity for them to understand what their purpose is in life, not just simply taking math and English and struggling to finish the SATs and finish the exams and so on. They should be allowed a variety of classes. For example, how to be of service to the country, how to be of service to themselves, how to understand their own creativity, how to find jobs.
Okay, that's a very good answer, to be honest. What a message, give us a message to tell people, like the people from high school that are graduating. Can you give them a message, please?
Okay, before a message, can I tell you something or can I ask a question?
Yes.
Can you talk, please, Miss Aurora, about your experience in school, about your experience in job? How can you just go in school and parallel in your work?
That's a very interesting question. Thank you. I have been working since I was around 13. At first, of course, it was just simply volunteering, simply trying out my own skills using language.
Okay.
And that was because of my parents. They were pushing me to try different areas in life, not simply to focus on school or exercise and so on.
Okay.
So starting in the field of education, I was able to enhance my own skills. I was able to interact with more people. I was able to understand how they want to be educated. And that's a very important point.
You have a point.
So balancing working and school has proved to be a very tough thing to do, but it depends on your discipline.
It puts a lot of pressure on you.
It does. But if you have the motivation, and not simply for money, I mean, when you want to work, you want to be a better person. You want to learn more.
You're going to get knowledge.
Exactly.
It's better than money.
Exactly. So you have two things to focus on besides school. You want to know how you can get an income later on in life, and you want to know how you can be further educated and educate others. Because if you have a purpose, if you want to help others, you have a sense of motivation when you wake up. Discipline is a very important thing to focus on as a student. Discipline, time management, stress management, and so on.
Okay. So now we go to the message that you're giving to people. Can you give us a message now? To the people in high school graduating and stuff, they have a lot of problems. So could you give them a tip or something to do to make it easier for them?
Several things. I mean, first of all, when you're a student in high school, you are under so much pressure.
I agree.
Simply to get good grades only. And when that happens, when you're simply focused on the numbers, you forget about your own mental health, you forget about the future, you forget about your social life, which can and is proved to be very important for character building. Many schools and many parents and many cultures, they focus simply on the grades. They don't care about the mental health of the student. So that's number one. mental health, because if it is good, if your mental health is good, you are able to focus on your career, you're able to focus on your school, parents, family, and so on. And the second thing is not losing hope.
That's very good.
Yeah, because if you decide, I mean, a tip for schools, not students, I'm sorry for this. But,
Schools or students?
well, the first one was for students, but
Okay.
this one for schools is to give students the opportunity to understand what they want to do, what their purpose is. Because if my purpose is to simply score an A or get 100 in an exam,
That's not going to give you anything.
I don't know what I want to do with my life.
And this is the vision of Kian too, Mr.
Just gonna
Ubay.
give
Can you
marks
tell her
to
like
do
more?
nothing.
And this is one of the leading causes of depression, of anxiety, of so many mental health problems.
And if you just go for marks, like when you go to like do a job or like ask for a job, they're gonna ask what's your experience, and
Yes.
you're gonna say I have no experience, and they're gonna say why? Because I was just like in school.
Yeah, I
doing
was
nothing.
focused on the grades.
I need the experience from you.
Exactly. And to solve that issue is to have as many opportunities during school as possible. The more opportunities you have, the more you can write in your CV, and the less you're going to get that comment, right?
Okay, right.
Yeah, even if it's nothing in like financially speaking, even if you don't get paid, even if it's very minimal, you have to start somewhere, and it's better to start from middle school than to start after university.
Experience.
Exactly.
To not take your time as well.
Yes. You
Yes.
have one
Okay, this is the point, or this is the vision of Kian's group. So, Mr. Ubay, can we talk more about the same vision that Miss Aurora talked about before? So, tell us about Kian's vision, about the business under 20, about the business and all these things.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the hashtag, which is called Business Under 20. So I made up this hashtag a year ago. So it talks about like people who have like dreams, good ideas, like some creative stuff. We like get those ideas and try to make them bigger and better. And in the future, maybe they could open their own business. So we just take those ideas, take the people who have ideas, try and make them like better, and keep them stable, like
Okay.
doing the job.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Miss Aurora. Thank you, Mr. Ubay, sorry. And we're gonna just start with Miss Aurora, I think, for the first system, or for the first plan in Business Under 20. Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.